Hi, my name's Cara Rodgveller. I'm a fishery biologist in Juneau, Alaska, and I work for NOAA Fisheries. Uh, I wanted to answer a couple questions for you in case you're interested in going into biology. Um, what I was like in middle and high school. Well, I was always interested in animals and the outdoors, fishing, even like my pets. We had a lot of pets, and so I always knew that I wanted to do something with animals. Um, so really in high school, I spent a lot of time outside and fishing and with horses and dogs and stuff like that. How did you decide what to study in college? Well, when I went into college, I knew I wanted to do something with animals, and I had already done an internship at a vet's office, and I knew that was not what I wanted to do. So I just started by taking some biology classes, and then I figured out that there was this wildlife degree, and that sounded interesting, so I took the introductory class for that major, and just feeling out different majors like that, just taking like the introductory courses to see if it was something you're interested in. So that's the same reason that I picked my major. I just, when I took the class, it was kind of about ecology, and it just really interested me, and the people actually were really similar to me, so I felt very comfortable in the classes. So I just kept going and taking the more advanced classes. What obstacles did I have to overcome to get my career? Well, I mean, at first in college, you have to take some classes that you don't like that might be difficult. Like for me, I'd say it was chemistry and calculus and physics, which is probably the same for most people. And even though I really wasn't that good at those things, I just knew I had to get through them to get my degree. And so I'd go and find free tutors, and I'd study, and just, you don't have to get an A, you just need to get through it with a good enough grade. Because later on, if it's something you're really not that great at, you don't have to specialize in that area anyway. So it doesn't mean you shouldn't keep going with that major. So my career right now is as a research biologist. To get my job, it took a lot of work. First, I had to go to graduate school, so I moved up to Alaska to do that. And I worked in graduate school with professionals at NOAA Fisheries, so I got my foot in the door that way. And then after I graduated school, I worked as a contractor, which is kind of a month-by-month job, and just worked my hardest and tried to let everybody know that I was looking for work and that I was a hard worker, and eventually that turned into a job. Things I really like about my career are that I get to do the things that I'm interested in. There's a lot of flexibility to pick which fish you want to work with, how much you want to work outside versus in a lab or at a computer. You can take more classes if you're interested in something else. And so it's fun because things are always changing and you're always working on new projects. So for me, I enjoy learning new things, so I'm always working on kind of a new research project and spending a few weeks on boats, actually out fishing, collecting specimens. Having a really varied schedule is fun. I would recommend the career for sure to people who really know they like animals as a younger person. You don't have to like hunt and fish to want to study animals. Just if you grew up, playing in the water and just have an interest in the outdoors and ecology, then you'll enjoy this work. You know, it's a good career. I didn't go into this career for money, but it actually ended up being a stable, lucrative job. And that's because I took it to the next level by getting my graduate degree. And that was the real reason I was able to find a long-term job. So that's pretty much necessary if you want to find work that's more than just like temporary. And also, working in Alaska, you make a little more money, which is one of the reasons I'm up here. But surprisingly, I make good money for a biologist, I think, and it's really given me a good, stable job so I could buy a home and do all the things I want to do. So those are the things I could think of. If anyone has any more questions, feel free to email me or call me. Thanks.